see the title. Just wrapped up at the gym. I think we need to be more mindful of how we talk to ourselves, and the thoughts that we have about ourselves. 'Cause I know for myself, I know I haven't been doing the best job of, I guess, having the best thoughts about myself, if that makes sense. This is something that I've struggled with before, you know what I'm saying? It's just, honestly what it is I just kind of got away from, I guess, being my own best friend or being my number one fan or my biggest supporter, if that makes sense, you know what I'm saying? I kind of got away from it, and I'm realizing more and more now that it's something that you have to consistently do. You don't do it for a little while and then you stop. That's how I got, in the situations that I got in. The situation that I got into years ago, and then I'm pretty much why I'm back in the same situation that I'm in right now, you know what I'm saying? Which is just not, I guess, it's kind of hard to put it into words, but it's just, I like to say that I talk bad about myself or anything like that, but it's just sometimes the stuff that other people say about me is nicer than the shit that I say to myself, you know what I'm saying? I'm just being transparent, you know what I'm saying? Being really transparent. And I'm noticing right now that that's kind of like that right there it will mess with your confidence as a person, you know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing about it is, I remember when I first actively was I'm about to get my shit together, you know what I'm saying? I was 23, 24, something like that. And I didn't know what I was doing, but basically what I was doing was, at the time, I was having a lot of negative thoughts and self-doubt and shit like that. And I was pretty much in that mental prison, you know what I'm saying? Where your mind is hell, and your mind is your own biggest enemy, and you just try to distract yourself as much as you possibly can so you don't have to hear those thoughts and shit like that, right? That's pretty much where I was at the time. And I'm not as bad now, not nearly, but I do notice that it's a little more prevalent than it used to be. But at the time, I was you know what? I'm gonna just get it together, and I was just doing a lot of positive affirmations, and if I had a negative thought, I would counteract it with a positive one. And I did that for so long, not knowing what I was actually doing. I was doing that shit for so long that positivity became my default, right? And then I was pretty much riding high for a minute. I was yo, I'm good, I'm straight, I figured it out. I cracked the code, right? And I did, but I stopped doing it. And then those negative thoughts slowly started to creep back in. And then that positivity got weighed down again. It's because I wasn't actively doing it anymore. I kind of let it slip away. You know what I'm saying? And then that's when I realized, I was it's a constant thing, right? Got back on it, kind of, slipped up again, and then here we are, you know what I'm saying? So I'm making this, you know what I'm saying, I'm talking to myself, and I'm also talking to y'all, but we gotta, and I mean you watching and me, we gotta do better at supporting ourselves, you know what I'm saying? I think, if other people are saying nicer things to you than you're saying to yourself, or thinking about yourself or whatever, you might have a bit of a problem, you know what I'm saying? Because people don't see things, they're not pulling that shit out their ass. They really think that way or feel that way about you. It's but you should feel that way too, or think about, damn, well, what am I doing to make them feel like that? You know what I'm saying? Not to say that you should think of yourself as fucking, don't be arrogant about it. Don't be super cocky and shit about it. But just trying to figure out the right word. Just be aware of who the fuck you are and what you're capable of. You know what I'm saying? I know that I'm capable of a lot of shit, but lately I have not been acting on it. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I have not been acting on it. You know what I'm saying? And to a degree, it's a confidence thing for me right now. It's it's just not where it should be. It's not where it used to be for me, if I'm being, 100% 100% honest. It's just not where it used to be. But that's why I'm making this video. It's more so like a timestamp. You know what I'm saying? And for me to get back on my shit, and hopefully, if you're watching this and you feel the same way about yourself, you can get back on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we all doing this shit together. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole life thing. I'm getting away from the I, and it's more so we. You know what I'm saying? I is really selfish, and we is more selfless. So I think that's all I got to say about that, man. Just be more mindful of that. Be more mindful of who you are, what you're capable of, what you've done, what you've achieved. You know what I'm saying? I have a problem with looking at what's not there, what I haven't done yet. You know what I'm saying? Perfect example. Y'all know I'm into the gym and shit, right? I was just telling my girlfriend about this the other day. Like when people say stuff about, oh man, you're in this type of shape, you look like this, man, you look great. And I believe them, and they're right. But with my brain, I look at what's not there or what I'm working on. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm working on specifically, like I'm working on like my upper chest, trying to get my quads bigger and shit like that. It's perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying? It's fine to see where areas need to be improved upon. I was about to say flaws, but see areas where you need to improve upon, but at the same time, that doesn't denote the work that you've already done and what you've already built. That's pretty much all I'm trying to say here, man. So I think I'm gonna end it here. Now keep doing your thing, keep striving. You know what I'm saying? Be your own best friend. Do what you need to do. And we all in this shit together, bro. So yeah, that's all I got for today. I got something else to say, y'all will see me again. But until then, peace. I love y'all.